just as the journey of the children of Israel, in that journey, God never warned them in advance. He never told them in advance, hey, this is going to be a tough journey. No. But as they traversed, it became clear that this was not going to be an easy journey. As a matter of fact, after the Red Sea, I'm sure that many of us know the story. They got to the land of Mara, bitter water, no water, bitter water, all sorts of problems. But the injunction that God gave them, the admonishment he gave them is, tell the children of Israel to go forward. And that's what I want to tell you today, that we must go forward. We must go forward. When you look at all of what we have seen, sometimes I have asked myself, there are those who say that, in this country, if we had only Christians ruling, we would have, the country would be great. As a matter of fact, if the bishops and the pastors were the ones in charge, the country would be great. But that's not true, is it? It's not true. Why is it not true? Because this is the country of Christians, of Muslims, and of those who say there is no God. And all of them are God's children. All of them. And all of them deserve a place in this country. When a Christian is in office, like myself, what people expect is justice, not partiality. What people expect is justice. What Christ expects of us is justice, is to speak fairly, is to be balanced. But many, many times, we run into all manner of difficulties. But Christ himself has said concerning all of this, concerning all of what we're seeing, that even this, all of what we're seeing today, all of it is just the beginning. We are going to see joy, we are going to see prosperity, we are going to see abundance, and it's going to be very, very well with us in the mighty name of the Lord Jesus. I want us to just pay attention just to this short piece here. The children of Israel shouted, "Why have you dealt with us so to bring us out of Egypt?" Why have you dealt with us so to bring us out of Egypt? These were people who had suffered for 430 years. Previously, the Bible had said that they cried out so loud that God heard their cry. God actually heard their cry. Their cries of anguish. God heard their cries of anguish. But they were the same people who are now saying, why did you even take us out of Egypt? You should have left us there. We were enjoying. I want to say to us that, especially we children of God, that children of God must be full of, we must endure even more than others. And we must be full of hope, because the God who has asked us, the God who has called us to service. He has called us to lead. And leadership, like the leadership of Moses, involves pain. It involves sometimes confusion. It involves the follower saying, "Why have you taken us out of here?" One day, I was looking at the social media, and I saw a hashtag. Nobody needs to tell us that things are hard. Nobody needs to tell us that. I saw a hashtag, "Bring back corruption." I don't know how many people have seen that hashtag. Let's just bring back corruption. And if we bring back corruption, perhaps things will be easier. Perhaps life will be easier for us. We must be committed to the things that are right. We must have commitment for the things that are right. The things that are right might be difficult initially, but there is no nation on the face of the earth, no nation that has made progress without addressing the major problems of integrity. You must address integrity. If your country is based on corruption, it will collapse eventually. You must address integrity. Just like the children of Israel. Take us back to Egypt. Some were saying, bring back corruption. How can you bring back corruption when corruption is what got us to the problems that we're experiencing today? When one person, one individual can somehow embezzle almost $2.5 billion. $2.5 billion. The whole of our external reserve is $30 billion. If one person embezzles $2.5 billion, that is practically all of it. We must address the issues of integrity. If you don't address integrity at every level is a problem. Nation building is hard, but commitment is harder. But there is no other way but with commitment. And commitment is tough. You know, the years ago, I remember, some of us would remember, free education in the Western region. In the Western region then, of course, most people were in farms and all that. I'm talking of the days of Chief Obafemi Awolowo. But Chief Obafemi Awolowo wanted free education for the people of the West. When he introduced free education, it became a problem. People started fighting all over the place. There was rioting. Why? Because people had to pay taxes in order to be able to fund free education. Taxes were raised, I think, from 6 pence to 10 shillings.